Breaking. Nnamdi Kanu's 5 billion naira suit against Buhari's government finally given hearing date. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. He also stated that case is slated for 2nd November, adding that his desire was to wrap up the matter within 1 month. Now the news in detail. A lawyer, Jimako, is special counsel for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said a 5 billion naira suit filed against the Nigerian government asking freedom for his client on health grounds in Abia State has been assigned to a chief judge. He also stated that the case is slated for 2nd November, adding that his desire was to wrap up the matter within 1 month. Ejimako disclosed this to Sahara reporters on Wednesday. Sahara reporters had reported on October 7th that Ejimako was disappointed that the case was not assigned to court. As of today, the case is yet to be assigned, and I was informed by the registry that all parties will be notified of the next hearing date once the case is assigned to a court. A fundamental right proceeding is sui generis. In other words, it is to be treated as special and expected to be concluded quickly, especially in situations where the applicant is incarcerated. Today's outcome is a disappointment. It is my hope that going forward, there will not be any further delay in hearing the case. He said this earlier this month. However, briefing Sahara reporters on the matter on Wednesday, Ejimako said the matter has been assigned to a chief judge sitting in High Court 1, and it is set down for hearing on 2nd November 2021. The counsel further said on this date, the Nigerian government and its Attorney General will be expected to move their extant application for extension of time to defend the suit, to which I had filed an opposition. After joining issues, I will insist on a ruling on the spot so that the case will proceed quickly to the next level, which will be a definite hearing on the substantive matter. My intention is to have the case concluded within the next 1 month. It qualifies for accelerated hearing because of Mazi Kanu's current incarceration. Therefore, I will be strongly disinclined to any further delays coming from the Nigerian government and other respondents. The Muhammadu Buhari-led government, through the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami's son, had pleaded with the Abia State High Court to give it and other 6 respondents an extension of time to defend the lawsuit filed by Ejimako on behalf of Kanu. Sahara reported that the IPOB leader, through his lawyer, had in August 2021 approached the Abia High Court to enforce his fundamental right stemming from the military invasion of his Umuahia home in September 2017 and a subsequent extraordinary rendition from Kenya in June 2021. Well, there is a ray of light at the end of a tunnel. There's a ray of light at the end of a tunnel for Nnamdi Kanu. And the thing is, this is what everyone wants, to get justice. No matter the parties involved. That you, not minding if you are an ordinary citizen of Nigeria, whether you hold a public office, whether you know somebody in power, the law is not meant to be thwarted. It is not meant to be twisted. It is meant to, justice is meant to shine on all regions, on all citizens of Nigeria at all times. Sincerely. I mean, if this happens and at the end of the day, he wins this case or he's convicted, and it is now in his favor, I am telling you, it is a big ray of hope for many people that have been intimidated. You are going to be the one intimidated. You are going to be the one oppressed. You'll be the one marginalized. You take the case to courts, and the courts at the end of the day will make you pay for being oppressed. And you start asking yourself what the matter is. That is why a lot of people, after going through oppression, to do intimidation, they just close their mouth and they take it and just go their way. Why? Because even in getting justice, you are not even sure that you get the justice. You spend time, you spend money, and at the end of the day, you see that silence is rewarding more than you going to report or running to the law. That is just it. I mean, this particular man here, let's remove every other thing. This particular man, he did nothing than exercise his human right. He has done nothing wrong. I mean, Nigeria should practice democracy and not just 30 or 35, 40% of democracy, but embrace democracy in all its fullness. Let the rule of law and supremacy of the law come to stay. Let it come and stay with its full chest. So that when an oppressed person is running to the law or the judiciary, to save it or to save him or her, I tell you, the person is going to be saved. You are being chased by people who want to take your life, and you run into somebody who is supposed to help you. Immediately run into that place. You are supposed to be saved. You're supposed to be, be so assured that yes, this particular place, I am going to be safe. That is how it is supposed to be. But sadly, what do we see in our nation today? We see a case where somebody is chased. You enter this person's house. You think you are going to be saved. The person brings you out and hand you over to them. And at the end of the day, you see that it was your error for running to that person, or to that place rather. That is how it is. We practice democracy with our lips. We should practice it in actions too. We should not give just lip service to it. We should give democracy the chance to come and fully dwell in this nation. Now that is one. It will give hope. It will be like, so somebody can actually sue the government for infringing on their rights. Like it will be like something like this it is yet to happen. Something like this has not happened before. That the law is coming to play and nothing is hindering it. Like, it's something that gives hope to those that have been. Do you know how many people, without committing any offense, the only offense being they might just be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and before you know it, they are weeks away. They are going to spend so much time, in detention, in jail, and at the end of the day, they're still going to pay to get themselves out. Do you know how many? That means in that kind of situation, if the police just threaten you, you just tell them, see, but unfortunately, what has been happening is you just be working on your own, like information getting to us. That there was an attack in the West region. I've forgotten the particular state now. The attack happened in the West region where people came to, I think a kidnap happened. An attack happened where I think, yes, they blew things up with bombs and the rest of them. I do not know what exactly. Don't assume. But at the end of the day, they carried out the operation and left. Do you know now that members of the military, the army in particular, they went back to that community that was already in pain and they start whisking the youth away?